Happy Halloween! Thanks for joining me. I'm Mark, and today I'm glad you're with me because we will be drawing Slimer from the original Ghostbusters movie. So what you guys need for this drawing is a sheet of paper, a pencil, an ink pen, and some markers. Links to those products are down in the description below. While you're watching this video, you have the ability to pause the video whenever you want. If you need more time, just pause the video and start up once you're ready. Don't forget to watch to the end where I color in Slimer because you're going to want to see it. It looks really cool. All right, here we go. We're going to draw this U shape. This is going to be the mouth opening. So we're going to draw this shape like that, and it kind of tilts down towards the right a little bit. And we're going to round this corner up. Then as you come up here, this is going to kind of have a slight bend to it. Okay, so we're going to come up like this. And then right over here, we're going to come down, or actually we're going to go up a little bit first. Then we're going to come down and back up like this. Okay. Now on this side, we'll have a little curve like that. And on this side, we're going to go through this corner like that. All right, so it'll be a little bit of a space there. It won't point like this one. Okay, let's draw some teeth in here. So I'm going to draw the gum line. So we're going to kind of come up like this. And the middle of the mouth is going to be right about here. So we're going to come down from there and up. And then on this side, we'll come down and kind of be a little bit wobbly. And then this will kind of curve up and go into the corner. Now from here, I'm going to draw a tooth that goes right in the middle. So this is going to come down at a slight angle. Then we're going to come across, and then we're going to come back up. Now you can see where the point is here in the middle. This is going to go right over the center. Then on this side, we can do two more teeth over here on the right. So we're going to do this one at a slight angle, and then we're going to come up, and then the other one will be right about here. And we're going to stop before we get to the end of the mouth here. We want a little bit of a gap. Now we'll leave a gap over here, a space, and then this last tooth on the left is going to be all by itself right over here like this. Okay, then we can put a tongue in place. So I'm going to start down here. I'm going to create this little curve like that. Then right here, we're going to do a curve that comes down, and the tongue's going to hang off of the edge of the mouth opening here. So we're going to come off of the mouth, and then we're going to come back right about here. So this is going to be hooking back. Then we're going to come up from here. So we're going to hook this up, and we're going to go really close to the teeth, just like that. Okay, so we'll do something like this. And then we're going to have a line that starts right about here. And this is going to come up and round like that into the mouth. Just like that. Now this, I'll probably extend this a little bit more. And I'll probably make this a little bit longer. All right, so there's our mouth. Now around my mouth, I'm going to create a line that follows the shape of this lower part of the mouth. But as I get down here, I'm going to widen this. So this is going to be a lot wider than it is here. So we're going to widen this, and then we're going to come up, and then we're going to widen this over here. This will be a little flat right there. And then we're going to go into the tongue. And we're going to hook into the tongue and get narrow. And then we're going to hook this out. We want to go right around this little lip cheek shape over here. And we're going to bulge this like this. Okay. And you want to stop. If you draw a line straight up from this corner, you want to stop right about here. Okay. You don't want this cheek to go inside of that shape there. Now we have our cheek over here on this side, and I'll come right about where this line is. If you draw a horizontal line over this way, I'll have a line that if you extend in between these two shapes here, if you have an imaginary line that comes up and meets up right about there, that's where the head's gonna start coming up like that. So what we'll do here is we can come up. This will be like the top of the eye. So we'll have like a little bump right here. And then we'll do another bump, and this will just come down and meet that shape right there. Then we can have this cheek that flares out like this. And this will probably come out to maybe about here. It's a little bit chunky, right like that. All right, now let's put in some details for the eyes over here. Now in the middle, so you have your middle shape right here. If you do this at a slight angle, like that, we'll have one eye over on this side, and the eye's gonna be kind of like tilted, so you can be a little bit closer. It's kind of like an egg shape, so it's a little bit pointier at the top and rounder at the bottom. And on this side, we can kind of do the same thing, leave a little bit of a gap in between the eyes, and then we'll do a shape like that. And we can do two small little pupils right there. Now we'll draw the nose, and the nose is gonna stick into the eye. It's gonna come into the eyeball. So we're gonna come like this, just a little bit. It's gonna come down, and then it's gonna end right about here. So you can have like a little bend like that. So that's gonna be the nose. And then right around the eye, we'll do a little line, and then we're gonna continue this cheek shape that kind of rounds like that. All right, so it does something like that. And we already have this line here. And then what we'll do is we'll do the other eyebrow over here. So we're gonna come from here, we'll come and just do this shape that kind of hooks like this. Okay, so there's our head. Now I'm gonna do the lower body section. So we'll draw a line coming from the right side of the lower mouth area, and we're just gonna come to the right a little bit, and then we're gonna hook back, and then we'll do kind of like the chest shapes. We're gonna come up, and it's gonna bulge like this, and then we're gonna end somewhere about over there, right over here. It's gonna come back up like that. Then I'll draw another line off of this corner here. So if you come into the lip right about here, and come down somewhere about where this intersects, you're gonna come down, and I'm just gonna kind of flatten this a little bit and have like a little bulge here. And now his body kind of goes over to the left side. So we'll have this shape kind of come up, and we want this to be right about here like that. So we're gonna come up like this. And then if you go back up over here now, we'll hook this back in this direction. And right where this chest shape is, we're gonna wanna kind of come down and almost like we're gonna meet up with it. Okay, just kind of round that like that. Okay, then we'll do the arm over here. So in between this area, this space here, we're gonna draw a little line that starts hooking to the left, and it's gonna come to the right, and then it's gonna hook back to the left like this. So you're gonna have like a C, a backward C, and there. So it's kind of like this S shape. Okay, then we'll create the arm. So we'll start from here, and we'll curve this slightly, and then we're gonna come down, and we'll stop where the body ends over here, okay guys? So if the bodies are about here, we're gonna do a soft curve this way, and it's gonna do that like this. Okay, and then on this side, the wrist is going to be right about here. Okay, so the wrist is going to come up, and then you're going to have like a little elbow right here where this intersection is. So if we draw like a little bicep, like a shape right there, this will hook, and then it's going to come up and just kind of come down like this. Now we can put the fingers in place. So I'm going to start with the thumb. We're going to come back into the body with the thumb like this. And then this is going to be kind of flat over here like this. Okay. And then I'm going to have a finger that comes from here. We're going to have one finger that comes up and then it curves. It's going to be like one finger there. Then we're going to have another finger right here. It might get like a little bit bigger, like that. And then we'll have the last finger over here. It's going to kind of project out in this direction. And we'll round this. And then you can make your adjustments however you need over there. So we have those fingers in place. So now we want to draw the back. So this line's going to stop here and then it's going to pick up right about here. So we'll have this little bump. This double bump right there. All right, so that'll end and then it'll show back up here. Then we can draw a little line just below the chin. So right in the center between these two little points here, we can have this line that comes down and then it flattens and then it kind of comes back up. And then we'll do the right hand over here. So coming from this area, just right about here, we're going to come down like that. And now before we finish this, let's draw the other side of the head. So there's one little piece that comes from here and it's going to go on the other side of the lip, this tongue that kind of comes out. So we're going to curve this ever so slightly like that. It's going to get really close here and then it's going to bend like that. It's going to kind of widen a little bit and then bend. All right, so we have that shape. And then we can finish off our hand. So we have the top part of our hand here, and then we're going to do the lower part. So we're going to come like this, and then we're going to have a little bubble shape that does this, and then the thumb's going to curl, and this is going to be like the thumb right here. This is going to come in and then curl back out. And I'm going to have three fingers that kind of come out to the right. So we're going to do this one first. So this lower one here, we're going to come out and then we're going to come up and it's going to bend and then it's going to be narrow here. It's going to get a little bit wider as you get down lower. Then we'll do a second one that's going to be a little bit longer like this, and that'll bend as well like that. And then the last one will hook and be a little bit shorter, and it's going to be bent like that and should go right into this wrist right there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ink pen and outline all of my pencil lines. Next, grab yourself an eraser and erase all of those unwanted pencil lines. This will clean up our drawing so that we can color in Slimer. Well, if yours didn't turn out like mine did, it's okay. Head on down to the description. I have a link down there. Click on it, download the coloring page, and then you can print that out and have a lot of fun coloring in Slimer with me. That's what I'm doing right now. Well guys, I just finished drawing Slimer. I think it turned out amazing. I hope yours turned out just as cool as mine did. If you like the video, please click the like button and then subscribe to my channel too. I do videos every weekday and you don't want to miss any single one of them. All right guys, until the next one, I'll see you then. Happy Halloween. Bye-bye.